What is up, guys? So today we are going to discuss another very important topic in photography, white balance. If you want accurate colors, pay attention. Because in photography, especially in wildlife, there can be situations when you have some color casts on your subjects which can make your image look very unnatural. There are times when your camera sees whites as whites, but there are also times when your camera sees whites as yellows or blues. And when the whites are messed up, so are the other colors in your photograph. Now, this dominance of blues or yellows depends on the light in the scene you're shooting, because every light has a certain color temperature. To make your camera see the whites as whites, there is a camera setting that you do. This is called white balance, and this will also fix the other colors in your image. To understand white balance, let's see what is color temperature. Now, I'm not going into the science of color temperature, so understand it like this. There are different values assigned to different kinds of lights according to their color temperature. This value is denoted in Kelvin, Kelvin being the unit of temperature. Now, all these values are universal. For midday light, the color temperature is 5200 to 5500 Kelvin. This means that if you punch in your white balance as 5200, your camera will see whites as whites in midday light, when the sky is absolutely clear. Look at this image. This was shot in broad daylight somewhere around 1 p.m. The white balance is 5500. Now look at this one. Shot sometime around 7 a.m. and the white balance is again 5500 Kelvin. And this one was shot around 5 p.m. and the white balance was 5500 Kelvin again. Can you see the inaccuracy in the colors? That is because the temperature of midday light is 5500 Kelvin, but the color temperature of light early morning and evening is different. Basically, you have to inform your camera through the white balance setting that look buddy, we are shooting early morning and the color temperature of light is on the warmer side. And hence you see everything as yellow. Now I want you to see whites as whites, and hence I'm changing the white balance to counterbalance the temperature of light in these circumstances. Now once you tell your camera what is white, all the other colors will be automatically fixed. Now below 5500 Kelvin, the temperature of light is on the warmer side. The more you go below 5500, the yellower it is. And above 5500, the temperature of light is on the cooler side. The more you go above 5500, the bluer it is. As an example, look at this bulb. This is a smart bulb and I have the control of temperature here in this app. When I set the temperature of light on 2500, it looks pretty warm. Now, I won't change the temperature of light. Let's change the white balance in our cameras. I'm going to set it on 2500 to counterbalance the temperature of light, and there it is. Perfect white light. Now, let's change the temperature of light and set it at 9000 Kelvin. To counterbalance this, we will set our white balance at 9000 Kelvin. And there you go. Perfect white light once again. Since it is white balance, the values below 5500 are on the cooler side and the values above 5500 are on the warmer side. So it is pretty straightforward. If you are shooting in golden hour when everything seems to be more warmer and the color temperature of light is around 3200 Kelvin to 3500 Kelvin, all you need to do is set your white balance as 3500 Kelvin to make sure your camera sees whites as proper whites. Now let's see how you can set your white balance in your camera. Every camera will have an option to change the white balance. To access this setting, look for a button with WB written on it. If you are on Nikon or Canon, for Sony people usually white balance is accessible through this button. Once you press the relevant button, you will see certain presets. So depending on the lighting conditions, you can pick the preset and the Kelvin value will be changed accordingly. You can also use auto white balance and the camera will decide the white balance for you to the best of its abilities. For people using intermediate to advanced level bodies, there will be an option to manually set the white balance also. Once you are into the white balance setting, look for K, and here you can decide the Kelvin value as per the lighting conditions. For the people shooting RAW, white balance can be easily fixed in post without any noticeable loss of image quality. But for the people shooting in JPEG and TIFF, it is really important to get the white balance right in the field, because you don't have that room over making drastic changes in white balance without losing any image quality. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and if I was able to add any value, then you know what button to click. Also, if you have any other topic in mind related to wildlife, related to photography or wildlife photography, feel free to comment below.